Not changing on the screen.
Yeah, sometimes you have to click your mouse over here. There you go.
Okay. Okay, this is a hazard audit that performed on a laser guided vehicle, which is what we use at the company I work for. The facility safety program consists of all PPE must be worn correctly at all times. All SOPs, standard operating procedures, must be followed with no exceptions. Progressive discipline will be followed. First offense is a written warning. Second offense is a 3-day layoff. Third offense, termination. As you can see, lockout, tagout violation is termination. We don't play games with that. I mean, that's serious business. That's your livelihood. So lockout, tagout can be a termination. The PPE, personal protective equipment requirements, consist of safety glasses from gate to gate, steel-toed boots or shoes from gate to gate at all times, hearing protection. Other PPE requirements will be stated in SOPs for the actual job being performed. And you can see here a reminder, failure to wear PPE will result in progressive discipline, which we just discussed. Electrical mechanical hazards, as you can see, electric shock can kill. Always wear the dry insulating gloves. Insulate yourself from the working ground. Do not touch live electrical parts. Disconnect input power before servicing. Keep all panels and covers securely in place. Very serious. We take safety very serious. The danger sign, hazard of electrical shock and or burn. Turn off power or use protective equipment. You can see his face right there. That's probably the best thing that could happen to you if you get shocked or have to deal with any kind of electrical hazard. On the mechanical hazards, you can see the signs. We've got different signs located throughout the facility. The electrical mechanical hazard, you've got electrical on the left, you've got a mechanical hazard sign on the right. We've got those located throughout the facility. Caution, mechanical crushing hazard will result in injury to hands placed in the machine. You can see the chain and the sprocket. See the guy's hand there on the bottom. Serious business. What we deal with, presses, we have a lot of hand injuries. LGV, basic operation. I don't know if any of you guys have any experience with LGVs, but that's a laser guided vehicle. It's basically considered an unmanned lift truck. LGVs use lasers and reflectors for its positioning. Get a laser on top, reflectors throughout the facility. The route that they take, the path is precise and accurate. It does not deviate. The LGVs are used to move product from operations to the warehouse and to actual staging lanes for outbound loads to the customers. The basic maintenance, such as cleaning the lasers, hydraulic repair, basic care of the LGV will be performed. Any questions on the LGV or any questions about how the LGV works? Electrical hazards on the actual equipment. The LGVs are equipped with a 48-volt gel battery, not a flooded battery. This is a maintenance-free battery. The LGVs also have 4 auxiliary batteries, which are 12 volts each for a total of 48 volts. The auxiliary batteries perform the movement. They change their batteries automatically. So once the large battery, the main battery is discharged, the 4 auxiliary batteries will actually move the LGV into position until we get a battery changed. Never touch the battery connectors. Right here, this is a live picture of actually what happened in the facility. The guy was working on the LGV. He actually touched the connector. You got an arc flash here. That's a live photo from the facility. That was off our security cameras. So it can bite you. Mechanical hazards. Earlier I showed a picture of the sprocket and the chain. This is the part of the mast of the lift truck. So you never put yourself between an LGV and another object. You could be called a pinch point, which is right here. You got your clamp pulling up to load the product off the conveyor. Pinch point, we painted all pinch points red in the facility and have do not stand zones to let everyone know don't put yourself in that position. Always stay clear of the LGV when it is in motion. This could create a crushing hazard. These are unmanned lift trucks. They know the route they take. They have lasers. Got 4 S3000 lasers on the bottom that detect any object in front. But just like if you jump out in front of it, or if a deer jumps out in front of you, you got to give it time to react. So never put yourself in the path of an LGV. And never place your hand in or around the chain that operates the mast, or we could be in a bind just like we saw the picture earlier. The LGV lockout procedure. Step 1. Whoops. You see we're in the on position. Step 1 is turn the power from the on to the off position. That kills the power to the LGV. Step 2, we've installed actual panels on the LGV. Close the panel door, place lock and tag on the hasp. You got your lockout tag out here. You got your actual lock here. Everything in our facility, red is for your lockout. No other lock can be used for a lockout except for red. Step 3, which is one of the most important, is verify that the LGV will not start and all power is off before performing any maintenance on the actual vehicle. Emergency contact information. Any type of critical situation, immediately call 911. First thing. And then the contact numbers, you've got your safety manager, you've got your plant manager, operations manager, logistics manager, HR manager. But we also got a injury management line now, which I've got the number listed here. And that's something new that we're working through incidents and trying to manage our incidents that occur in the mill. The bottom line is, if it's a critical situation, you call 911 immediately. In case of a critical emergency, you call 911, then you'll contact your supervisor. All other incidents, you contact your shift supervisor. And that's it. Any questions? Everybody good?
Can you go back over the lockout procedure again?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Lockout, this is the main breaker. This is the main switch that controls the LGV. And as you can see here, it is in the on position. Here it's in the off position. That kills all battery to the LGV.
Where is that located on the LGV?
Oops. I do not have a picture of that side. It's on the opposite side of this. It's in this location here on the opposite side.
Okay.
I do have we had to manufacture the hasp. That is just open for visual. It's not behind any type of compartment. And there was really no way. Their main lockout was to put a plexiglass piece fitted over the two. There's actually 2 buttons there. And we actually made a metal cage so we could actually put a hasp on it, shut the door, and lock it out.
Okay.
But it's eye level on the opposite side of the LGV.
So how many LGVs does Georgia Pacific have right now?
Company-wide or Fort Smith? 11.
11. And basically what they do is, like, do they pick up, I guess maybe I was right, they pick up stuff, or does the robot or something just pack stuff on them, or somebody?
It actually rolls in. We've got 2 different types of LGVs. The lockout's the same, but we have what's called a barge, which actually will go into the operation area and load 4 units onto the barge. And they'll transfer 4 units from operations into the warehouse. And then once they unload on a transfer table in the warehouse, the clamp will actually come into position, pick it up, place it in the warehouse.
So they're like, they're like a pallet jack, a rope around pallet jack, basically.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Moving product from point A to point B.
It's probably easier than putting in conveyors.
And a lot cheaper. Conveyors are very expensive and they hang up and overhead. So very safe. Been very successful throughout GP. Any more questions?
Did you have any incidents with them when you first put them in?
Not as far as safety incidents. If they deviate off their path in any way, they go out of their safety zone and they'll go into alarm and stop. It'll detect earplugs on the floor. It'll detect spider webs.
Oh, wow.
That's why housekeeping is so important, because without housekeeping, you've got items on the floor and they stop. So they're very, very safe. We've had our safety record, our housekeeping, our spoilage, everything has done much better since swapping over to the LGVs.
How does it know what path to follow? Something in concrete, paint, or what?
Nope, it's all by lasers. It's all in the client. When they come lay it out, they lay it out, and it's all
but there are
programmed in.
sensors mounted up on the wall or something like that?
It's like bicycle reflectors that are mounted on the wall, and you have a SICK navigation system that's spinning, and that's where it's got to pick up 3 reflectors at all times. If it loses a reflector, if someone knocks a reflector down, if it has too much dust on it, and it only can find 2 positions, it stops.
Okay. Basically, it triangulates its position. It knows the building layout.
Yep, has the
It's
layout.
all programmed in there, and it triangulates its position off 3
positions.
reflectors in every room.
That's right.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.